You think you're browsing the internet, but what if I told you the internet is actually browsing you? Every click, every scroll, every second you spend online is being harvested, analyzed, and used to reshape your thoughts and behaviors. But here's what's really terrifying. We're rapidly approaching a point where human consciousness online will become completely indistinguishable from artificial intelligence. Because the internet as we know it, the place where real human connection and authentic thought once existed, is dying. And most of us don't even realize we're attending its funeral. I've been fascinated by digital psychology and human behavior online for years, and what I'm about to share with you isn't some conspiracy theory. It's a documented phenomenon that researchers are calling the dead internet theory. But this goes deeper than just bots and fake accounts. This is about the fundamental transformation of human consciousness in the digital age, and why understanding this could be the most important thing you learn this year. Let me paint you a picture of what's really happening online right now. In 2016, cybersecurity researchers discovered that over 50% of all internet traffic was generated by bots, not humans. That was 8 years ago. Today that number has skyrocketed. But here's where it gets psychological. Your brain can't tell the difference between authentic human interaction and sophisticated AI-generated content. When you read a comment, watch a video, or engage with a post, your neural pathways respond as if you're connecting with another human being. You're forming emotional bonds, making decisions, and shaping your worldview based on interactions that may not involve a single human consciousness. Think about this. How many of your online friends have you actually met? How many of the influencers you follow do you truly know are real people with genuine thoughts and experiences? The scary truth is, we're already living in a world where the majority of our digital interactions are with artificial entities designed to manipulate our behavior. This isn't just about fake followers or spam accounts. We're talking about sophisticated AI systems that can write articles, create videos, engage in conversations, and even develop what appears to be personality and emotion. The line between human and artificial consciousness online has become so blurred that even experts struggle to distinguish between them. Now let's dive into the psychological warfare happening in your pocket right now. Every app on your phone is designed using principles of behavioral psychology specifically to hijack your attention and keep you scrolling. But it's not just about addiction, it's about control. Your smartphone knows more about your psychological patterns than you do. It knows when you're vulnerable, when you're lonely, when you're making decisions. And it uses this information to feed you content that will keep you engaged, regardless of whether that content is true, healthy, or beneficial for your mental well-being. Here's what's really disturbing. The algorithms don't care about your happiness or growth. They care about engagement metrics. So if anger, fear, and outrage keep you scrolling longer than joy and inspiration, guess what kind of content you'll see more of? This creates what psychologists call learned helplessness in the digital space. You start to believe that you need these platforms to feel connected, informed, or entertained. You lose the ability to sit with your own thoughts, to be comfortable in silence, or to engage in deep, meaningful reflection. If this is resonating with you, if you're starting to see how deep this rabbit hole goes, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. Because what I'm about to share next will completely change how you see your relationship with technology, and you won't want to miss the strategies I'll be sharing in upcoming videos to help you reclaim your mental freedom. But perhaps the most tragic consequence of this digital transformation is what's happening to human connection itself. We're becoming a generation that's more comfortable interacting with screens than with real people. We're losing the ability to read facial expressions, to sit with uncomfortable emotions, to have difficult conversations without hiding behind a keyboard. Social media promised to connect us, but it's done the opposite. It's created a world where we perform versions of ourselves rather than being ourselves, where we seek validation from strangers rather than building genuine relationships with people who actually know us. And here's the kicker, the more we rely on digital platforms for connection, the more isolated we actually become. Studies show that despite being more connected than ever, rates of loneliness, depression, and anxiety have skyrocketed, particularly among young people who've grown up in this digital landscape. The internet was supposed to democratize information and empower individuals. Instead, it's created echo chambers where we only hear opinions that confirm our existing beliefs and filter bubbles that limit our exposure to diverse perspectives and challenging ideas. We're not becoming more informed, we're becoming more polarized. We're not becoming more connected, we're becoming more isolated. And we're not becoming more free, we're becoming more controlled by algorithms that profit from our attention and data. But here's the thing, this isn't inevitable. We still have the power to choose how we engage with technology. The key is developing what I call digital consciousness, the ability to be intentional and aware of how technology affects your mind, emotions, and behavior. First, start practicing digital minimalism. This doesn't mean becoming a hermit or rejecting all technology. It means being selective about which platforms and tools actually add value to your life and eliminating those that simply drain your attention and energy. Second, create sacred spaces in your life that are completely technology-free. This could be the first hour of your morning, your bedroom, or specific times during the day when you engage in activities that require deep focus and presence. Third, prioritize real-world relationships and experiences. Make it a point to have face-to-face conversations, to engage in activities that don't involve screens, and to build connections based on shared experiences rather than shared content consumption. Most importantly, remember that your attention is your most valuable resource. Every moment you spend scrolling mindlessly is a moment you're not spending on personal growth, meaningful relationships, or pursuing your actual goals and dreams. The internet as we knew it, a place of genuine human connection and authentic expression, may be dying. But that doesn't mean we have to die with it. We can choose to be more intentional, more conscious, and more human in how we navigate this digital landscape. The future of human consciousness depends on our ability to maintain our humanity in an increasingly artificial world. This isn't just about technology, it's about who we choose to become as a species. If you found this perspective valuable, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Share your own experiences with digital overwhelm or the strategies you've used to create more intentional relationships with technology. And if you're ready to dive deeper into the psychology of modern life and discover practical strategies for maintaining your mental freedom in an increasingly complex world, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Because the conversations we're having here aren't just about understanding the problems, they're about developing the psychological tools and insights you need to thrive in the 21st century. Click the video on the screen right now to learn more about self-improvement. Your mind is the last frontier of true freedom. Let's make sure we protect it.